see. I did our Christmas service. We had Tracy, and Andrea, so Sandy. We got another guest speaker today. Sorry.
Joy.
It's Janice.
What I see. There's all sparkly lights and pretty things. And this is really nice. And that's part of why Phil does the jokes at the beginning. It's really hard to connect spiritually when we're glum. Gloomy Gus. So laughter breaks us free from all that stuff and puts us in a place where we're ready to receive some joyous insights. Now, here's where it gets tricky, Joyce. Yeah, joyous insights.
She wants to do the service. Someday.
See, babies are so real. They're happy. If something's not going right in their world, they have poopy pants, they're going to let you know. Do we, as adults, do that? No. Let me suffer in silence. Don't worry about me. Okay, so when I was preparing for today, I heard that somebody would have a question for me that would launch us in our journey today. And I thought, well, that's just ridiculous. And so I said, okay, what shall I prepare? Somebody's going to have a question, a spiritual question. Not about what should I do about this situation, but a spiritual question. I thought, nobody's going to ask a question. I heard a little laughter in the background. Our group is so shy.
I can hear the gears clashing right about now.
Yeah. So then I asked again, okay, what shall I prepare? And they said, somebody's going to ask a question that's going to launch today's discussion. And I thought, okay, thank you for that. So what's plan B? So I have a plan B. But before we go to plan B, is there somebody that has a spiritual question? Yes, ma'am.
Really looking at the
let me get you a microphone. Phil, honey, hold on. We have people in the back with their baby. And so, hi there. We just want to honor them and make sure they are a part of us.
And I was awake a lot of the night thinking about this.
Well, thank you very much. I got that.
So, what I'm wondering is about the difference between our body purpose and our spiritual purpose.
Our body purpose and our spiritual purpose. Well, you didn't warn me for that.
and really finding the middle place of where we communicate freely with our spirit and our body.
I love it. Thank you for that. Here's the deal. We all have a destiny. And our destiny is not cast in stone as far as here's what it's got to look like. But if my destiny was to be a teacher, then I could choose to teach school kids, or I could teach people how to crochet. Not that I could, but I mean that's an option. Or I could do what I'm doing now. I've often thought that if I was a teacher in a classroom full of little children, that jail time would result in children so this is a far better choice for me. But the destiny of being a teacher, whatever job I have had, people have always come to me to ask me how to do it. I was a legal secretary, and we had a whole HR department that did trainings and everything. But people would come to me, and I said, well, why are you coming to me? And it's because you can encapsulate it into this little bits and pieces, and I get it. I don't want the full meal deal. I just want this little piece that I don't understand. And you have the ability to break things down into little bitty pieces so that I can get that. I can ask you a specific question, I get a specific answer, and off I go. I can go do what I need to do. So whatever job I had, I utilized that talent. So even though I may not have had the choice or made the choice to do what I'm doing now, the energy of that was always being utilized. The physical form is the divine temple with which carries us into our purpose. Come on, we were just talking about this last week, as a matter of fact. Weren't we, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Discussing physical forms.
The physical form is the vehicle by which we manifest in this physical plane what our spirit came here to accomplish. Okay? There's more on that. Hold on. Let's see if they want you to know about that. Okay. So here's the deal. Sometimes the physical form gets sick. And sometimes the physical form has trauma, car accident, whatever. Things just happen. Having the physical form being at its optimum is really helpful for us to get to our destiny. True? Make sense? Sometimes having our physical form having a difficulty will help us manifest our destiny as well. Because here's the deal. Some of us religiously have been taught that illness is a sin, or illness is a punishment from God. And my favorite word for that is hooey. Hooey. That's just hooey. Good people get sick. Bad people are healthy. It doesn't ring true, does it? Little tiny innocent children have cancer. So there's not a ring true between the illness and punishment. It's not a punishment. Okay? So as soon as you get that out of your head, that really helps. So the physical form is a wonderful vehicle by which our spirit can communicate to us. Louise Hay wrote a ton of books and has this wonderful system that she has. If you have this malady, then your body's trying to tell you that. Okay, some of the other things that we have is emotional field therapy. Thought field field therapy. There's the attractor field technique. See, it all fits. The emotion code, the power of focusing. This little book is really cool. Biggest thing I got out of the power of focusing is that we can choose what we think can assist our physical form. Okay? If illness in the physical body is not a punishment, then what is it? It's a communicator that our soul projects out into our physical form to give us information about what we need to know in the moment. And here's the kicker. Sometimes it's not about you at all. We always think it's all about me. It's not all about you. Sometimes being ill is so that someone else can learn something else. Sometimes my illness may be so that someone else gets to serve me. Because it's better to give than to receive, right? Well, somebody's got to receive. And how many of us are willing to receive? No, we want to give. So sometimes we are gifted with the opportunity to stop giving all the time and let somebody else give to us. Does that make sense? Now, power focusing was really cool because it allowed us the 3 A's. Acknowledge, allow, and apply deep compassion. When we acknowledge an illness, we allow its presence, and we apply deep compassion, then we give an energetic boost and gives our body the ability to shift, gives our body the ability to heal. When we can acknowledge it, when we go, oh, I hate that I have this in my body, I hate that. Well, where do you go with that? I mean, your destiny gets blocked because we're all trapped up in, I don't like it, I don't want it to be that way. And then our emotions take over. It's the emotion code. The emotion code is one way in which to clear stuff. You use an magnet, drag it over your main central meridian, and it helps release things. Emotional freedom techniques, we talked about that some. The latest thing I've been doing was the emotion code, the Sedona method. Now, even though I haven't been preparing messages for you, I've been working on me. How fun is that? Well, the first part of the Sedona method is I was working on it, reading a book and going, okay, it's all about releasing. It's all about releasing emotions. And I was doing really, really well, waking up feeling awesome. And then all of a sudden I had a feeling and I was releasing it. And instead of releasing it, went straight to apathy. Yeah, whatever. Well, I need to release the apathy. I'm ready to release that apathy. Yeah, sure. So, slammed up against a big fat wall. Well, that big fat wall took me down a bit, because I wasn't honoring myself as I was releasing things. When I read the book, my brother wrote the same book. He was the one who recommended it to me. We met on Friday for coffee and we were talking about it. Then I said, I hit this wall and releasing all this old past stuff. And he went, past stuff? You're releasing past stuff? And I said, yeah, what do you use it for? He says, oh, well, when something comes up for me now, I just release that. Well, I said, well, that never occurred to me. He looked at me and said, it never occurred to me to release the old stuff. Same book.
Same family, that's good.
Same family. Explains a lot, doesn't it? So I wanted to share with you some things about that Sedona method. I'm not a certified practitioner, so I'm not going to do that. But I want to bring some things to your attention because those emotions get locked in our physical form and can manifest themselves as physical ailments. Okay, so I'm focusing a lot on the physical. But I do want to share one thing with you. Oh, great. Am I going to be able to find it really fast? It's sexy. The advantage of having a nook is you can read it anywhere. The disadvantage with having a nook is I'm used to finding, I remember where it is on a page. It was this far back, I can find it. And so, anyway, I think I can find this really quickly.
I think they have a thing called a bookmark.